Hey guys, welcome to NEA Racing. Welcome to our first video and welcome to our first official race in iRacing.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. We've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
So we're racing in Virginia International Raceway and we're driving the mx-5 Cup car. This is one of the recommended routes if you're trying to improve yourself in iRacing. Either the GT route or the open wheel route. The GT route is the mx-5 Cup car and the open wheel is the Formula V. We're using the GT route because there is more content in the GT racing world. So with the iRating or the iRacing system, how they rate drivers, they rate you based on how many races you had before they increase your license or they improve your license. And there are different licenses in iRacing. There's the rookie, and then there's the Class D, there's the Class C, Class B, Class A, and the highest is the Pro level. So we're trying to see if it's possible for someone who's not an F1 or esports driver to move up into the Pro license. It's not easy, but we're trying to see what is possible for someone who actually has a passion for sim racing. So our goal in this first race and first qualifying session is just to see what our pace is compared to other drivers. We had the first race and I think we qualified, don't remember where we qualified. I think we qualified P2 or something, and we had a crash in that first race.
Go faster.
So, and we did not record it. So technically, this is our second race, but we're just going to call our first race just for the fun
Pole
of
position.
it. So our first lap, we're able to get pole position, but we weren't sure if other drivers had posted qualifying laps. So we decided to go for another one. And
I forgot.
as you can see, we spun out and had a crash. So that's the end of our qualifying session, and so we're just waiting at this point just to see what our lap time will put us in the grid. And what do we get?
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Nice one.
And we get pole position,
Pole?
which is, you could tell from the surprise in our face that we get pole position. So now it's clear that we have a good pace compared to other rookie drivers, and we can maybe go for a win. So now our goal is not just to have a clean race, but also go for a win.
10 minutes.
So the lights,
You're in pole.
the red lights come on.
Get ready. Keep your nose clean.
Patience. And we go
Let's
racing,
go.
and as you can see,
All right,
we have
Andy,
a
10
terrible
minutes to go.
start.
That's
A
10 minutes
terrible
left.
start. And the driver in P2 is already alongside us and already ahead of us before the first corner. Now what's he going to do? Okay, he overtakes us from the outside and we stay on the inside and keep it clean.
Hold your line. Clear
The
left.
driver in the orange car stays behind us. We have a clean first corner, and now we're heading to the second corner. And what do we do here? And we spin the car. We lose the car, and we hit the guy in the orange car. And this is exactly what we didn't want. As you can see in the replay, the car loss wasn't induced by anyone else but by ourselves. It was completely driver error, and we happened to hit the guy in car number 13. But luckily, he didn't have any damage, as we can tell from what we can tell. And the same thing happened to us. We didn't have any damage, so we could go ahead with the race, which is good. And looking back at that crash, I think that hitting that guy actually saved us from hitting the wall and being taken out from the race completely. So let's just move forward and see what goes on. And 2 guys crash in front of us just after we spin, and that gets us up by 2 positions, even after losing out a ton of positions by the second corner. In the second corner after spinning out. So the good thing about races like this is it teaches you what happens in real life. That's the beautiful thing about iRacing. It's not like something you can just flick and restart the race. No, these are official races. We go up in the inside of this driving the blue car, and we just keep going. These are official, like I was saying, these are official races And if you forfeit the race, you have forfeited the race. This guy is driving slow, and we move up in the inside, and we make a good overtake.
Max Verstappen, stop!
And we excited about it. So, like I was saying, the beautiful thing about iRacing is it's actually a simulator with computer scanned cars, real life cars, and also scanned tracks. So if you're someone who is trying to get into racing in real life, I recommend you to go to iRacing and start driving in iRacing. Get yourself involved in different races, and I promise you, iRacing will be one of the best tools you've ever invested in. Yes, you have an annual membership, but honestly, for what it gives you, in my opinion, it is worth it. Also, if you like contents like this, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because I'll be posting new videos every week on different races I'm doing and my journey throughout improving in iRacing, how I'm growing up in license, whether it's to the Class D or Class C, Class B, A, you name it. I'll be uploading more content. Let's go back to the race, and clearly we're back to behind an orange car. I don't know if it's the car we crashed into. It might be the car that we crashed into in the first lap.
Okay, Nandi,
so
keep it nice and smooth.
we
Come
see
on,
that
let the
we
race come
have
to us.
a good pace
That's half
compared
distance.
to this
Fuel levels
driver,
are fine.
and so we're just going to set ourselves right behind him, to have a good overtake.
The leader
We're
is just
setting ourselves up, and
139.47. Car left, clear left. That looked bad. You
we
okay?
have a terrible crash. Where did he go? That was a massive crash. We were so focused on the driver in the orange car because we're trying to set ourselves up behind him for a good overtake. We did not look at the driver who was driving into the racetrack in an unsafe manner, and so we had a crash.
Come on, respond please.
Now I
I'm
think
good.
our race might be over, but is it though? We're able to get our car in the pits with the repair button, which you have in iRacing, and we had our car service repaired, and we got back into the race.
The pit exit looks clear.
And now from P8 we've dropped to P12,
2 minutes to
which
go,
is not
2
bad
minutes.
considering all that has happened in the race. So, but our goal now is just to finish the race at least. If we're going to lose points, no problem, but let's just finish the race, because I am not a quitter. I do not think it's good to quit even if you have a bad race. Just finish the race. So now, as we're about 2 laps in, or 2 minutes left for the race, we see a blue car in front of us, and that is car number 4, if I'm not mistaken, and his name is Brian J. Thomas, as you can see from the relative black box on the right screen, on the right side of the screen, and he's in 11th position. So if we can overtake this driver, we're actually battling for an actual position. This is not a lap car, this is for actual position. So we got excited and we're like, okay, let us reel this driver in and see what we can do, and see if we can go up a position. That's all that matters. We're not going to get points or anything for this overtake, but at least we're going to get some race fun. So let's do what we can do and just make the best out of the worst situation. White flag.
1 more to go.
Now we're right behind the driver car number 4 were right behind him in his gearbox, and he can see us, I could tell. And you can tell where we have more pace than him. So what are we going to do in this few corners? We're right behind him, and what does he do? Does he defend? He loses the car a little bit, and we capitalize on that mistake. We are at the outside or in the outside, and we make that move stick.
Well done, Andy. Great move. Keep it up. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
As you can see from the replay, we had him in our grasp. We could tell from how we were driving that we had more pace than him. We were just right behind him and hoping to just get a good run. And we didn't know he was going to make a mistake, but right here he loses the rear end just a little bit, and we just slot in on the outside, and we make that move stick. The outside turned to the inside, and we were able to just make that move stick. Now there's a driver ahead of us who is in the 10th position. This is Brooke Lying. I hope I pronounced the name well. I hope I didn't butcher his name. And he seems to be moving slow, so we can see we have more pace. So what do? We dive into the inside of this corner, and we make that move stick. And this is all in the last lap of the race. As you can see, we're way behind him, but he was slow, and we just went straight to the inside. I thought he was a lot closer when I made that move, but clearly we were well ahead of him before we got to that corner. And this is us headed to the finish straight. Now, by the time we cross the line, we're going to be able to know what position we finished in. P9.
That's it. We're done.
I finished this.
So we're able to finish in the points, but we didn't have a clean race. So we wanted a clean race, and we were able to tell from our pace in the race we just finished that we were good enough for a race win. So we decided to go for another race, have another qualifying session, and do our best to see if we can qualify in the top 10 or maybe pole and finish the race in P1. So I'm just going to shut up and allow you guys to watch this entire qualifying session and watch the race and just enjoy everything. Also, if you like contents like this, please do not forget once more to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. I will be posting more videos of my races, and I'll let you guys in on my journey from a rookie to a pro license holder in iRacing. Did a 1:38.001. That's the fastest lap time we ever posted in Virginia International Raceway.
Okay, Nandi, here we
So
go.
now the race, red lights, green lights, and we had a better
10
start
minutes to go.
compared to
That's
the
10 minutes
last lap.
left.
This is what we wanted. This is exactly what we needed for this race to be able to go up in points. So we had a good start. And so how do we take the first corner? Nice and clean. Now in the corner where we spun off the last time, are we going to spin off again? No, we take that corner nice and beautiful, nice and easy, and that was a good start. And pretty much it took the lead, and we just kept on improving this lead to the guys behind us, and we just kept on improving for every single lap. We kept on extending that gap to the cars behind. One thing that you need to be careful about when you're leading a race is never to get too comfortable. Be right at the limit or under the limit of your car when you're leading, and you actually have good enough pace than other drivers behind you. Try not to drive the car in such a way that you lose performance in your tires, and so that the car doesn't get too unstable under braking or corners. So all I did was I looked at the pace that I had with the driver in second place, which was around 7 seconds, and I just maintained that lap time. You know, I kept on extending the gap. I wasn't over pushing the car. It was really a comfortable race, no pressure, and
Come on, Nandi.
you know, I just kept
5
on
minutes
pushing,
left.
and
Hold
that's
your
what it
nerve. We
was
can win
to the
this.
end of the race.
You're halfway home. Your fuel is fine.
Do not forget as well, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And this should be our last lap of the race. And we are driving all the way to the checkered flag. Our first race win.
Victory.
Goal accomplished.
Nice one, Nandi. Great win. You deserved that today.
Feels good. I won my third race.
So, thanks guys for watching.
Sorry, we don't know who that driver is.
Crew chief, shut up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And stop. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.